21. 22.
He controlled that pretty well. He's got to play on the blue. I don't think he'll be able to go into them. This is a similar shot to the one O'Sullivan missed actually against Karen Wilson in the deciding frame. Brown, which he stunned around the angles, and that's gone wrong as well in a different way.
26. Dominic Dale, 26.
So just 26 scored from a promising opening.
Ronnie has, if nothing else, has potted a few long pots, and for some reason this one doesn't fill him with enthusiasm. He's got slightly awkward cueing. Well played though.
1.
A bit unlucky to full ball kiss that red. Ooh, that nearly stayed out.
6. 7. 20. 21. 28.
Well, this is another frame where Dale had a good scoring chance, made just 26. Sullivan's got him with another long red. And of course doesn't need the red on the cushion.
36.
But he needed that black.
Yeah.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 36.
There's a few errors today from O'Sullivan. Let's be honest, black's off the spot. He might have an angle on the pink to move this red out. Maybe he thinks that that's not on.
Yeah, I think he felt he got a kick on the pink. Sorry, to get on the pink, sorry.
Well, he tried to get close to the red and he hasn't succeeded.
8. Dominic Dale, 8.
Certainly the pot was dangerous had he missed it. That's the reason he didn't go for it. So all to play for in the frame. With you get the feeling that, I mean, okay, they're not playing at their best, but whoever pots the red would have a great chance of winning this frame. There's nothing safe. There you have it.
1.
Person could be Dominic. Now this would be a brave one because black to yellow, where he's finished, might be easy. Could play him behind it, but he wants to pot it here, understandably. Whether the yellow passed the green or not.
8.
Well, it certainly does go, as you see. The cue ball is heading away from the green there, so he'd have to take it all around the table to get from yellow to green.
Dominic Dale 8. Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan 4.
Oh, billiard shot there.
I think a billiard player would be quite proud of that shot, wouldn't he? He played it with lots of right-hand side.
Of course, Fred Davis, who won not only the World Snooker Championship, but the World Billiards Championship as well. O'Sullivan actually played him as a 16-year-old in his first season. Fred was 77 and won a frame off Ronnie. Oh.
Foul. Ronnie O'Sullivan
Well,
4.
Dominic is playing all these extraordinarily good billiard shots here. Another great in-off. That was the little nudge, was the killer there. Dominic is in a snooker. Not so much an easy one. He had no real idea where the balls are going to finish, though, from it. Ronnie O'Sullivan still needs yellow and green. So it's not as if he could just pot this and run away from that end of the table.
It's clearly a changing of the guard in Chinese snooker, isn't there, the last few days? Came into this event 4th of all the Chinese players in the rankings, having been #1 for so long, and out in round 1.
Only last week as well, Ding, so that's a bit of a reversal for him. The home nations have never really been his favourite series of events, have they?
Sullivan needs yellow and green here. Well, Dale finds himself with some sort of chance, not straightforward where the blue is. Wow.
Dominic Dale 2.
Forget about the blue, he's missed the green, which is all O'Sullivan needs, and it's basically unmissable.
When you said it was a bit slapdash, I would agree, except not
3.
so much a bit. Very slapdash. It's been an odd frame, but barring a snooker, O'Sullivan's going to win it.
Seven.
Yes, it may be that for O'Sullivan to get the juices flowing, he needs a big crowd. He needs to get into the tournament a bit more, which is why this is a big chance for Dale. Look at this, by the way. Look at this. That's one way to pop the blue. Yeah, Dominic Dale had a good chance there, but it came to nothing. And without
12 under
hitting
5.
top gear, Ronnie O'Sullivan is in front. Halfway towards a place in round 2. Still, of course, he's never lost a first-round match in a home nations event. He leads Dominic Dale 2-1. Remember, a lot of the first-round matches were qualifying a few weeks ago, but the top 16 have their matches held over. And there's also 2, even though we're not in Scotland, there's 2 young Scottish wildcards who are in this event. Strangely for all of that, Stephen Hendry, who the trophy's named after, had to pre-qualify, and he didn't. He got beat, so...
Yeah, I mean, that was extraordinary, wasn't it? That, you know, he never got the chance to play in this event proper.
1.
Anyway, that was for the trophy in his name. He didn't make it.
Oh. Ronnie O'Sullivan 1.
Well,
Dominic Dale 5.
must have waistcoat fouled the blue. Didn't see it personally.
1.
From our commentary position. Let's have a look now. Well, obviously it's difficult to get perspective, but the referee's on the spot.
Well, she couldn't have been any closer. She was right where she needed to be to see it.
8.
Yeah, it's been a busy time for the officials as well. A lot of them have travelled over from York.
$14. 15. 22. 23. 30. 31.
Now the chance potentially to go into the bunch here, but I don't think right in the centre of them. That's when they don't split so well when that happens. Sort of flat pack there to aim at, so he has a red to the middle all the same.
38. 39.
Well, he's left himself a horrible shot now. I mean, the black's one thing, but queuing over the somewhat over the reds is not easy.
Final stages there.
44.
They both go. I don't know which one should.
He's asking if Desislava could get the blue closer to the pink, which it's got to be as close as possible, but that's obviously a difficult thing to quantify, isn't it? The point he's making is that both should go, I think. That's what he's saying. I think that's absolutely spot on.
45. Blue ball.
This time the pink spot is available, having seen Dominic pop that red, which was on the pink spot on the previous shot. He's got a bit on still. Right up the table
51.
was a little bit of an insurance if anything was to go wrong.
58.
Well, that was pretty close. Touch and go, wasn't it? Didn't quite make it. And the lead is decent, but not enough. That was a difficult red, wasn't it, to go for?
One.
Well, he's given Dominic Dale every chance. Needs the black to lead by 70 with 67 on. One snooker required.
8. Dominic Dale 8 and the frame.
O'Sullivan's not going to play for it, so well, it's good 58 from Dominic Dale, who has levelled up pretty swiftly here at 2-2. John Higgins is on the second session. Neil Robertson, of course, withdrew with tinnitus. Mark Williams still not quite right after his COVID. We saw him at the UK Championship. He looked very tired. So those two have withdrawn. We wish them well, of course.
Oh, no mess.
And then sometimes I'll make the adjustment and just crash into all the reds. A bit like that. I think the warning signs are here for O'Sullivan now. I mean, looks not quite as chipper as he did at the start of the match.
1.
O'Sullivan's highest break today, 38.
7. 8. 14. 15. 22. 23. 29.
They
30.
play on the loose red here, and then try his best to get on the ones in the main bunch. Playing about an hour.
37.
Sullivan's form has not really improved during that hour.
Well,
it's a good split, really. I don't think you could have done much more if you Dominic Dale than what he did, but as you can see, it's a little awkward. He's queuing over this red. Red to the middle, if he wasn't queuing awkwardly, would be comfortable. Not now. Well, that was ever so close to... Something's in the pack there that he likes. I don't know if it's a plant of any kind, 3-ball plant. I mean, that would be so handy, because, you know, this would be unmissable if it was on. Well, it's not dead on.
52.
I mean, it's going to go to the left jaw, but depends how he hits the first one. I don't know if they are in line, actually. I think it's offset originally. To be honest, he hit exactly where it looked like he was going to hit, didn't it?
Dominic Dale, 52.
So, he leads by 56, still plenty on.
Lucky there, he played it with extra pace on it.
1.
Now this is tough, isn't it? Goodness me. That's a terrific shot. That really is top class.
5.
Is he going to knuckle down here? I mean, you can't turn it on like a switch,
6.
but players do have a gear to overdrive if need be. And I think in the context of this match right now, O'Sullivan has certainly got to step up on what we've seen.
13.
Quite a lot resting on whether he can pop this red to the middle. He obviously thinks it will pass.
22.
O'Sullivan will only be a few behind if he takes those with high value colours.
29. 30. 36.
Well, he definitely played the cannon there on the top red and tried to shift it into play. Well, he might play the double. I don't know.
42.
One of those shots which he certainly wouldn't have played on. It's another good shot, but his next shot again is a difficult one. So this frame
49.
now is almost at parity. Well, this is an incredible turnaround. He's not won the frame yet, but he just flicked a switch, Dave, hasn't he?
Well, he set his stall out to go on the attack. I mean, you look at the red O'Sullivan pot, he left himself a very tough brown.
62.
There's a little bit of a bewildered look on Dominic's face because, like you say, essentially it was that 3-ball plant, which I don't think was ever really on. And all of a sudden the frame's gone. What did he really do wrong? He played the cue ball back.
Well, it's been an incredible dish, really.
7.
Could have got a front like that, in that way. And Dominic Dale looks a bit shell-shocked, doesn't he? A 77 clearance, and O'Sullivan leads 3-2.
Yeah, an amazing turnaround in the frame. It was brilliant from O'Sullivan, let's be honest. And it was the only thing that he'd done so far that you could call that. He'd been a little bit loose. And now that's a very poor shot. Surely he's left the red on, hasn't he? The red by the black was for O'Sullivan. Hey, it's not a nice draw playing O'Sullivan, isn't it, on the match table? Let's be honest about it. He's not ever lost in this round, as Dave pointed out earlier. And Dominic's been a victim in this event before at this stage. But today was one of those days when he kind of looked there for the taking for about an hour. But it's still only 3-2, so
6.
who knows whether something else will crop up for Dale.
11. 12. 19. 20. 27. 28.
Well, that little cannon, not quite as he meant it,
35.
but when he pushed away is the one he's on.
36. 39. 40.
I think in that main bunch, the right-hand red might go to the middle pocket
47.
because he's probably got ideas of spreading them far and wide over and above that. And the angle to
48.
open them is absolutely on. Now, this is usually where O'Sullivan is very good. Played on the loose one in the end, would you believe it? The one that we mentioned first of all, but
55.
we'll need the reds open, I think. Don't know if we can get to
56.
anything else. So now, second time around, unless there's a plant there, he'll go into them now. Ah, that's a delightful shot. And the hard thing about that is going into the side of the bunch in such a way that playing
63.
ball, he would just drift up the table. But there was a bit of bite on the cue ball, a bit of spin. That really was good. And now the last frame and a
64.
half, O'Sullivan looks like he's looking deadly in over a short period, okay, but he's turned this match completely on his head, Dave.
Well, 10 minutes ago, Dale was the favourite, but now the match is over. That's what's
69.
happened. He's gone for that plant, that 3-ball plant, Dominic Dale. Didn't get it. O'Sullivan's made a brilliant clearance, and he's just stepped in
70.
here and just finished things off. All the meetings they've had, he's only beaten him once from 11 previous meetings. It was a big chance today, but he went in the blink of an eye.
77. 70.
There's Islava there. He took a while to get the ball out of the pocket. Ronnie was just hanging on. It's amazing with O'Sullivan. Nothing distracts him some days.
85.
And of course, up at the Barbican, everything distracted him.
86.
I don't know what the difference is. He's still a great player to watch. There's no getting away from it.
91. 92.
It's only a short match, isn't it? It's almost like he doesn't really get into any sort of full flow for about
99.
45 minutes to an hour.
Well, he's finished with a century after brilliant clearance in the last round. The crowd will be happy. They'll see him again against Michael Giorgio in round 2. Dominic Dale, I think, just leaves a little bit kind of shell-shocked by it all.
105. 107.
It's like one of those films that moves very slowly and all of a sudden there's a huge twist at the end. And it's been like that.
Unfortunately, though, for Dominic Dale, it's been a familiar twist playing Ronnie O'Sullivan. He was in charge, wasn't he? But as I say, just turned around in the last frame.
114. 119.
Look at this for a little gem.
125.
Oh, what a wonderful shot. This is a sensational break from O'Sullivan. One of many in his career. Brilliant stuff.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 132 frame match.
Spellbinding total clearance of 132. He'd done nothing.